dun, dun.
I like our new music.
Yeah.
Much better.
Great work. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday edition. It's Hump Day.
It is Wednesday. They never brought those commercials back.
I
There's
like them.
some that just last forever. Like Geico, the lizard. I think he's gotten kind of old. Then you switch it up. But the Hump Day one, you could have went with that for years.
Day.
Yeah. Hump Day.
Yeah, we introduced some sound bites yesterday or sound noises. We're just rolling with it today. That's how we ended our show yesterday, if you didn't recall. So this one right here, he's a loose cannon. I can't control him. Like I've said, good help is hard to find around here. So
I'm building my way towards Howard Stern level, where this is just going to be off the rails in here.
Oh yeah, we'll get there eventually. We're starting to find our way, and finding our way is making some interesting noises. So, well, let's talk about what we're going to do today. We have a new segment we're going to talk about. What should we use for that? Is there any cheering? Yeah, no, it's not chimes.
Mm.
Oh, that sound's not working.
It's muted.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, you got the music. Okay.
That's
some jazz, yeah.
This is 'cause we're
That's a good one.
That's how do we celebrate our new segment today. So let's go talk about that. So we're going to do a little regional weather update. Then we'll have some fun and do a little forecast of fake. We had a good time with that one.
The one I picked today, that's a fake scenario. I still almost don't even believe it. So
okay.
So you'll see. It's a good one today.
All right. I'm excited about it. And then Nathan had this really cool idea. Forecast your favorite. So we chose two spots one each that we went on vacation to sometime in our lives. And we're going to do a little forecast about it. We'll tell you about our trip there and recall some pretty cool memories. And then, of course, the reminder, our football forecast does return tomorrow. So if you're eagerly waiting to see our picks, I have not put mine in yet because I don't want Nathan cheating and copying me. So we have an even record this week.
I'm going to write it down on a paper. I'm going to put it in an envelope. I'm going to put tape over it. And we'll sign it with the date and everything. So you can see if the tape is ripped and the signature is broken, then I opened it.
All right, this kid's authentic. All right,
yeah.
He is certainly getting brownie points with me today.
I saw someone with a cupcake in the hallway.
Yeah, I saw those chocolate
I'd
cupcakes.
rather have a cupcake, but
okay, you're getting cupcake points with me today. How's that sound?
That's my new name, Cupcake.
All right, sounds good. All right, Titletown right now. It is 103 and it's 83 degrees. That's warm.
Yeah, it is. It feels like summer again. I walked outside in my car to put my coffee away, and
no, say it right.
Coffee.
No, you went out to your car to get your coffee.
To get my coffee.
There we go. That's how you say it.
Coffee.
A coffee donut, coffee milk.
Yeah. See, I feel like there's like Staten Island moms from New York. they're like the Boston accents, ugly cousin.
Most Boston-based kid you can find here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's warm. It's toasty. You say the least. 83 south wind at 10. Look at these temperatures elsewhere. 85 is a pair of them from Mountain, Shawano, Watoma. The warm spot is you in Wapaka, 86. 84 in Appleton, 82 in Oshkosh, 82 in Manitowoc. You get the gist. Low to mid 80s right now. Dew points, yeah, they're sticky. Low to mid 60s. A 73 dew point in Mountain. I always find that sensor is running pretty warm, so I should probably take that out of my map. But either way, we're seeing some pretty muggy dews out there for temperatures in the low to mid 80s, so you can certainly feel it out there this afternoon. However, skies are clear. We started off with a few thunder showers that popped up this morning in and around western Waushara County, then another cluster of those in and around just kind of north of Clintonville and Menominee County, northern Oconto, northern Marinette, and into the UP. But for the most part, those are just fizzled out and completely dried up, so skies are pretty quiet. We have a stationary boundary setting up off to our west, so that's what flared those up. And now we're watching a few more showers and storms to pop up later this afternoon. You can see some of the clouds already starting to form in the western half of the UP around Marquette. So that's what I'm watching later today. Just got to mention, Nathan, to the viewers that the model guidance has been
bad.
It's been
really
brutal. So that's what's complicating our forecast over the next 48 hours, even into the weekend. There's just no consistent model guidance. So we can't tell you exactly when, exactly where, and when it's going to rain. But we know there will be some rain showers in around because we have a stationary setup off to our west. So it's models tend to struggle with this pretty tough, pretty immensely. So we do have some confidence that there will be some showers and storms up north this evening, but it's really after that point, the spotty coverage over the next few days that we really can't hammer down the specifics on. So just heads up on that. So just have that rain jacket handy throughout the next few days. But notice our afternoon forecast, a lot of sunshine, few clouds start to build in this evening as we have that boundary set up to our move in and bring some showers and storms. Temperatures will be on the milder side tonight with lows in the upper 50s and 60s. 2-point temperatures, yeah, still pretty muggy, low to mid 60s, so above our comfy line of 60. So we'll get some comfier dews back in here eventually, but for now, no, it's going to be pretty muggy out here, and that'll rule the roof. Forecast highs today, 87 in Green Bay, 86 in Appleton, 88 Wapaka and Shawano. Little cooler lakeside, but nothing too dramatic. 81 in Sturgeon Bay, 80 in Manitowoc. You see the icon up there in Iron Mountain. Afternoon thunderstorms up north. But I want to talk about something really quickly. This snuck up on me this morning when I was putting my forecast together. If we hit 87, Nathan, that's 3 degrees off our record of 90.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely warm. Our average is 72 degrees. That's a stretch. It's not even like, oh, it's just a few degrees warmer. It's a stretch.
That's 15 degrees warmer than average. Now, you mentioned something, too, about the record being set in 1891. I did.
Yeah, I have an issue with this.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
It's a double record because it was also set back in like 2016 as well.
Okay.
But the record keeping in our books goes back to the earliest time it was set.
Right.
So was it actually 90 in 1891? Potentially, but
Probably
if
not.
But it didn't hit 90 in sometime in the mid 2000s, so 2015.
I'll hit the fake button. I need a news that just says fake, because I don't believe it. I mean, what were they using in 1891? Like, we had one that was 1830. Come on.
No, we didn't. No. Records.
Or maybe it was like 1840. We had a really early one, didn't we?
No.
What was yesterday's?
Yesterday was 1891 as well.
Was it 1891?
Yeah, because record keeping
that.
hasn't began since it started in 1888 here in Green Bay.
Okay, well, either way, 1890s, like, you know, I don't trust their thermometers as much as our new ones. I think our temperatures are a lot more accurate.
Okay.
And I'm calling bull.
All right.
I'll say it, yeah.
Don't want to say that second word because we're on
no, I
television.
cut myself off.
Yeah,
we do have the
good boy.
bleep button.
Good boy. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Where is it? There it is. That's bull.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pretend no one saw that. Okay. Our days are getting shorter. Tonight's sunset 6:58. Next 7 p.m. sunset is on certainly a celebratory day for those that like to indulge in adult beverages. St. Patty's Day, 181, or I think it's 880 days away from now, or 181. I'm not sure. 180 plus days away, to say the least.
Yep.
Let's
it's
talk
181. I updated that. It should be 181. Yep.
See, he can be helpful once in a while.
Not very often. I don't like to set those standards for myself.
Okay, good,
but
good.
Yeah.
Glad we're
From
getting
time
that
to
out
time.
of the way. Yeah. So models aren't doing great, but there is a consensus. We'll have a few showers and storms anytime after 4 or 5 o'clock up into the Northwoods. Not expecting any severe weather, thankfully, but we could see some very small hail, quick gust of wind. I think the biggest impact will be some briefly heavy downpours. And you'll see on our next graphic that talks about rainfall potential, we could get some briefly higher amounts. Notice by about 9, 10 o'clock, rain should be done in our viewing area. Then we're looking at mostly quiet conditions for the overnight. Maybe a few showers start to move in here later, but nothing that's too substantial. Here's that rainfall forecast. You can see here that wherever you get some of those downpours, they're going to be slow-moving storms. It's not going to be like a Milwaukee scenario where it just trains over one location for hours and just brings in 3-4 inch per hour rainfall rates. But if you get into a downpour, I would not be shocked if we see some spots get a quick half to maybe 3/4 of an inch. I wouldn't be shocked if we get 1 inch, but that's probably the very high end amount. But most of us see some pretty meager totals from this one. So just really all depends on where those downpours set up. Lows tonight in the 50s to around the lower to mid 60s. So pretty warm night. I'm not opening up my windows tonight. That's for sure.
No, I was enjoying that last week. But
yeah.
It's, out the window. That's all out the window. Yeah.
That's a good one. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Good boy. That's the blooper reel.
Yeah. Can be a golden retriever at least.
Yeah,
A good
sure.
dog. Okay. So,
I'm cool with that. That's a good dog. Good dog breed. All right. How do we recover from that one? Talking about tomorrow, if you want to take your dog out for.
yeah. I can't like recover from that.
No,
quick.
it's like a Britain. I'm kidding.
It's gonna be warm tomorrow. You know,
Yeah,
right around 75 in Green Bay. Cooler on the lakeshore. Yeah.
Look at that temperature range, though. 70 in Iron Mountain, 80 in Fond du Lac, and Wapaka, Watoma, mostly cloud. Partly the mostly cloudy skies, I'll say, and with a few spotty thunder showers. Friday, substantially cooler. How about 62 in Antigo, but 74 in Fond du Lac. Once again, a few spotty showers are possible. I'll mention that here on Futurecast. Notice Thursday, I think this is a little overdone, what you just saw move through. Either way, I think we'll see a few isolated showers throughout the day on Thursday, even into Thursday night. Friday, once again, we'll see some spotty showers out there throughout the day. However, I think there is some consensus that as we head towards game time there's 204 games statewide on Friday evening. We should be dry. Some of the ones down towards not Wausau, Eau Claire and La Crosse area might see some rain showers and thunderstorms Friday evening. But here in Northeast Wisconsin, I think we're quiet. Pretty hit or miss, isolated rain chances straight through Friday night. I think Saturday actually is dry to start. It's as we head later in the day that we'll have some showers and a few thunderstorms roll in here. Sunday looking like the first half of the day is our best rain chance. And then we're dry from Monday. Watching Monday night, there could be some more rain showers move in, but there's some split guidance on that. So just mentioning that. But we're getting dry. Rainfall is running about 50% of average. Since August 1st, we've tallied 2.67, which is 2.5 inches below our average. Since September 1st, which is only, 16 days in the books for our record?
Yep.
We've
17th.
Yeah, we've tallied 0.82, and that's down almost an inch. So we need the rain here in Green Bay, but I know I was talking to the owner of Trout Springs Winery, who's in Greenleaf, and he says, no, we've got plenty of rain, but that's just because the areas around Green Bay have gotten plenty of rain. We kind of mentioned that throughout the summer, that a lot of spots.
Yeah, it just keeps going up and splitting around Green Bay. We keep seeing that happen.
So Green Bay, the weather station of the Green Bay itself needs rain, but some areas around do not. So that's kind of the Climo consensus there. Temperature trend. Well, today sticks out like a sore thumb. 87 down to the 70s. Now as we head into the weekend, looking a little cooler like we saw, 70 on Friday, 71 on Saturday. There is some signals that we will stay pretty warm through the end of September. No real signs of fall at all, with high temperatures mid to upper 70s. And I wouldn't be shocked if sometime around Monday or Tuesday, we have some spots reach the lower 80s or hit 80 on the nose. So summer is just laughing at fall right now and saying, I'm still
we got
here.
Tricked. You know, we get tricked every year, and this was the trick again.
It's
so
like when Aaron Rodgers went to Chicago and said, "I still own you." Same thing.
Right.
Summer says, "I still own you." Fall. So that's kind of what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah, it's gonna warm up again. I feel it.
Yeah, and dew points will stay pretty muggy as well, especially as we head back into the early part of next week with dews in the low to mid 60s. We might get a break from that Friday and Saturday with those cooler temps, but muggy dews move back in early next week. So here's your 7-day planner. Then we'll take a quick break. Isolated thunder shower tomorrow and Friday. Few late showers on Saturday. More so into Sunday morning is when our best rain chance, I think, moves in. First day of fall. Not feeling like fall. Mostly sunny and 77. Stays warm on Tuesday. Next mix of sun and clouds, 75 for your high. That's it.
Not fall.
No.
It doesn't feel like fall.
No pumpkin spice lattes or cider donuts in my forecast, that's for sure.
Definitely not. And, you know, it'll come around. The time is due, but just not yet. It's only September.
The time has come. Execute order. Move in fall. It shall be done, my lord. Yeah. Good Star Wars reference.
I knew that's where that was going as soon as I heard like the first two words.
How was it? Was it pretty good?
What's that? The
Star Wars, the reference that I just did.
that was pretty good.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I like that. Yeah.
All right.
Star Wars fan. So.
All right, we'll reconvene and we're going to take a quick break and then we'll come back with Forecast the Fake. He's already talked about some fake stuff, so we'll have some more fun with this.
Yeah.
All right.
I know it's fake.
See you in a little bit.
We're back.
He beat me to it.
We're back.
All right, it's off the rate. Huh?
We're so back.
We're so back, boys. Let's go. Let's go. All right, here we go.
Yep.
It's time to go off the radar, as we always do here on Storm Team 5 Plus. So Nathan's got a forecast of fake for me. So Nathan, turn it over to you.
Yep. We got 3 events. Ryan needs to guess which one did not really happen.
Okay.
Or which one really did happen.
Yeah.
So one of them happened, 2 are fake. Okay.
Or no,
So,
didn't we do the last time where it was 2 of them were real and 1 was fake?
I think so, yeah.
So this one I'm trying to find
which
the
one
real
is
event.
real?
Okay.
Only one of these is real.
All
Yep.
right.
So 1876, raw meat rained from the sky. I just realized it says SKI, ski. But
like
it rained
that.
from the sky over Kentucky, baffling residents who swore it looked like beef falling from the clouds. That's your first scenario.
Okay.
Number 2 is 1963. A lightning strike in Florida turned an entire swimming pool into jello, trapping several confused swimmers until rescuers arrived. And then 1991, a dust devil in Nevada lifted a herd of goats in the air and carried them nearly a half mile before setting them down with minimal injuries.
Oh, wow. Holy
Yeah.
smoke. And this one, I didn't get any tips from this beanstalk we have of a
Yeah, and
meteorologist named Jordan.
he was in there today,
Yeah,
so
he
I
didn't
should have
see it,
asked for his
so-
input.
Yeah, we didn't ask him. So that's good. I'm going. No, granted, the last one we did, I had a feeling,
Yeah.
but this
This one, they're all pretty bizarre. Like,
Yeah.
these are very out there.
So you kind of gave me a little hint, and you said I'm calling bluff. So that goes for me signals that number 1 is the real one,
Okay.
but 60 like 9 the one number 2 I think that's fake.
Yeah.
That did not happen. My answer is I'm gonna say number 3, the 1991 dust devil lifted a herd of goats. That is the real thing that happened.
You are wrong.
What?
It is number 1 in 1876, okay?
No.
In Bath County, Kentucky, they had chunks of raw meat that they described as red, fatty, and about the size of snowflakes to large slices, reportedly fell from a clear sky, covering an area of about 100 yards to 100 yards by 50 yards, and it just happened in broad daylight. It just started raining meat. So do you know how it happened?
No.
It's pretty insane. So what happened was, people thought it was a gristle from an exploded meteor, which is just,
Yeah.
some pieces from it. Or, other news outlets were saying it was animal regurgitation. Okay. So,
What?
yep. So they scientifically examined this, and what they had found, the biologists, went all through it.
Yeah.
They found lung tissue from horse or an infant, is what they described.
Why
So-
are we doing this?
because this is so wild. It's just so out there. Or other animal tissue they had also found, such as cartilage, muscle fibers, again, from horse or beef. So they all agreed that it was some kind of animal flesh. And what that is they lean towards like a buzzard explanation. So like a flock of birds or something
Yeah.
went over. And sometimes when vultures get spooked by something,
Mhm.
they will, regurgitate and puke.
Ah.
And so something could scare them. Or sometimes they will actually puke stuff up to, have
And you're making me want to do
weight.
this right now, talking about this.
To lose weight so they, they can fly easier.
Huh.
So, this group of vultures or something literally was flying over this area, just started, vomiting on everybody. And they're like, it's raining meat, this isn't like,
Wow.
it's raining meat. So, yeah.
So that's like, I should have known because you're like a pre 1900s, you don't believe anything that happened before
Yeah.
1900. So that should have tipped me off that number 1 was the real event.
right.
Because you mentioned that you thought it was bluff, but like the one in 1991 it just made the
Right.
most sense because I know dust devils can get pretty strong with their outflow.
Yeah.
Because they're pretty
So
strong.
yeah, so
I guess.
minimal injuries. If I was like with no injuries, I feel like you would have ruled that right out. Like there has to be at least a injury or something. So
Yeah.
I was like minimal injuries, but
Yeah. All right.
I would have chose number 3 as well if I was
Yeah.
in your seat.
Yeah. It just made the most sense. But good
Yeah.
one. That's a good
Imagine
one.
that,
I'll-
just raw meat from the skies, vulture puke. That's gross.
if I was in that time, I'd be like, what in the actual is that?
Yeah, and it's the late 1800s at this point. So if it really happened, then they're probably just so confused. I mean,
Those are probably drunk too.
right? Yeah, I think you were still able to drink and drive at that point too. So there were probably some really confused drivers on their way home.
Were there even cars? in 1876? Was it still horseback?
Apparently there was weather records, so
Who knows?
See,
I,
yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to look that up. But let's we'll at least start with yours, and then or do you want to take a break
I think we
now?
do a break and then we just run right through.
Let's just run. I think
that
we can
makes
fill
sense.
10 minutes. All right.
Yeah.
We'll be back in 1 minute with forecast your or our favorites. We'll be right back. I just love jamming out to that.
Yeah, it's so good. They
All right.
can't see it, but we're like, bouncing our
Yeah,
heads,
like what
know.
you can't see is
Getting
just
ready.
me like bobbing my head, like pretending
Yeah.
I'm like a DJ.
Wiki, wiki, wiki.
All right, we're gonna stop that before.
Yeah, let's move on to the next segment. Oh,
Yeah.
you fact checked for us.
Yes, I did. I fact checked. The first car, 1885. So let's go back. It was 1876. So no,
Yeah,
there was
were
no
drunk
cars.
drivers. It was
No.
shortly after.
There may be drunk horseback riders.
Yeah, is it still drunk driving if you're leading if you're behind a horse? I wonder.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a horse and buggy?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look into that and we'll go into that tomorrow because now I'm intrigued.
Yeah, me too. All right, so forecast your favorites. Nathan, just kind of talk about how you came up with this segment.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a little bit boring here. We don't really have the most to talk about, so
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Let's get into some of our favorite places to go. That's not home. So
Yep, and yours was
mine
Grand
was
Turk.
Grand Turk. I grew up in a family that loves to do like one cruise a year,
Yep.
and we like going down to Turks and Caicos. I've been to Grand Turk 3 times now. I go back in January, so
Yep. So this is your photos. You sent me along. So where was this?
Yep, so this is like right at the port. You can actually see the cruise ship, which I believe is the Carnival Magic,
Yep.
right in the background there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the Carnival Magic. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite beaches. Right off port, there's actually a cannon, like a Spanish cannon that's sitting at the bottom
Oh.
too that you can, snorkel down and see.
Yep.
One of my favorite places. And there's Margaritaville right there when you
Ooh.
get off too, which I love. So yeah, there's our Turks and Caicos Islands, and it's hard to pick up on a map. It's so hard to pick up that our map actually doesn't even show land there for some
Yeah.
reason. It just shows water. I don't know why, but yeah, you have Cotton Cay, Salt Cay, East Cay, and I've only been to Grand Turk. That's just the big tourist spot, I think. So
You said you're going back in January?
yeah,
Nice.
Yep. I haven't been to that town. It's PG, so I haven't been there. But
So we're going to pretend.
yeah, we'll move past.
So what's cool about the Grand Turk is that the weather moves from east to west since they're in the tropical region. So they're in trying to think of like the circulation, but they are in where the weather moves from east to west.
Why can't
So
it?
it's not mid latitudes; it's equatorial region.
Yes,
I think it's called. Yeah.
yes, equatorial region.
Yeah.
yes.
So it looks like they'll have a few showers. Try to just sit over top of the island.
Yeah, I drew a little circle because you literally can't see the islands there. So
Yeah.
they're gonna get a little bit of rain, in and out, and that's how it goes a lot for those islands.
Yeah.
Like it moves right past the little island. They're kind of spotty, and then they move right up, and then it'll be sunny again.
Yeah.
But the rain isn't the thing that we focus on. Look at this, the temperature trend.
Just consistent.
Yeah, it's just consistently right around the mid to upper 80s. That holds right through the next 10 days. But the humidity, I don't want to hear us complaining about humidity again for a long while when we see it reach around 65. Because it holds right up there, right around
How
the
about
mid to upper 70s.
How about every single day?
Yeah.
High temperature of 86, 87, dew point of 75 to 78.
Could you
That's
imagine like
disgusting.
working like construction or landscaping
no.
outside?
That's
I
disgusting.
couldn't at all.
No, that's just what I love is like we wouldn't have jobs
No.
out there because it's just the same thing every day.
Yeah, right. Until hurricanes start rolling through and
True,
stuff.
true. Forget
Then
about
they're
that.
really busy. But
They are exceptionally busy, but like I just love how it's the same weather
Yeah,
almost
just
every single
every
day,
day.
temperature and dew point wise.
Yep.
So like I would get bored.
I
until
would get
hurricane
bored
season.
very quick. It's like, there's a chance of showers moving through. Don't plan it lasting the whole day.
Yep.
Then yeah, it's gonna be
But also-
hot and humid.
It must be interesting though, trying to time out when those spotty showers would pop up or move across the island.
because it's when it comes over, it covers just about the entire
Yeah,
island.
because the
And then it
cells are just big
yeah,
enough to cover the island.
moves
Yeah.
out again.
So that's Nathan's. Mine is beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah. I vacationed there November of 2023. This was actually my first vacation in the news business because something we have to wait a few months before we can start taking vacations. And my first one was I visited my friend Mike, who I graduated undergrad with from Plymouth State University. He was doing his or his graduate school work at University of Utah, and he invited me out for a weekend, and it was awesome. So these are the photos I got to share. We have about 2.5 minutes, but that's the Utah football stadium, and then outside of it was the Olympic torch they had from the is that the 2004 Winter Olympics, or I think I can't see.
I can't read it. Yeah.
Thanks for showing me your forehead.
Yeah, you guys like the hairline?
Yeah, I think it was like when they had the Winter Olympics out there, and then that second photo, that's a kind of a broader view of Park City. I visited the Olympic Center there that they do the training, and they're going to be using that for the 2034 Olympics when they host the Winter Olympics there. But then the second photo on the left side, that's Salt Lake City. And then the one on the right, that's Brighton Ski Resort. That's where we skied. They got 40 inches of snow in that one weekend I was there.
Really?
And the day that I was skiing we got 14 inches of fresh powder. So you can see there's Salt Lake City. My friend Mike lived in Cottonwood Heights, so just south of the city. But what's really cool is it's just surrounded by mountains. And then it's like your mountains are way up, and then it just kind of concaves into a big valley. And a lot of the big ski resorts like Alta, Brighton, Solitude, Sundance, Deer Valley, Park City are all in what's called the Wasatch Mountains, and it runs all the way up through Ogden, down towards Provo. So those are your big mountain ranges out there, where you also have Powder Mountain. What's the other one? I think I got most of them, but
there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah, but Park City and Alta and Brighton were pretty cool. And also Post Malone lives out there just to the east of Cottonwood Heights. So it's actually his house is on a mountain as you head towards Alta and Brighton, which is pretty cool. But I think did I go backwards? Oh,
that's not Utah.
That is not Utah. All right, so forecast highs today out there in Salt Lake City look to be in the upper 70s to around 80. A little bit cooler out there towards Park City at 70 degrees. Futurecast shows a lot of sunshine today with some clouds up there in the Wasatch Mountains. Pretty clear skies overnight tonight. A lot of sunshine again for your Thursday, but some increasing clouds. That'll be trend for Friday. Looks mostly cloudy out there. Temperature trend up and down, 80s, then 70s, then back up to the 80s for Tuesday going into Wednesday. So that's pretty cool. We'll do that again sometime. We have about 10 seconds left. So thank you for joining us today on Storm Team 5 Plus. Tomorrow, we'll have our picks. We'll debate about it. We'll see if Nathan cheats again. All right. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.